In front of me now is the HP Pavilion Gaming 15DK1041TX laptop. For the main specification of this laptop, using an Intel Core i7-10759H. Of course, this is a Comet Lake from Intel 14 Nano, 6 core, 12 thread, technology fabrication, max TDP at 45.0 watt, base clock 2.6 GHz with maximum turbo clock at 5 GHz, and this is what makes this laptop suitable for gaming. The RAM available on the 144Hz screen is 8 GB DDR4 2219 SADM. The default is a single channel, but it can be upgraded and one empty slot is provided. Then for the storage, using a dual storage system, one SSD and one HDD. SSD 256 GB, NV 256G, and hard disk 1 TB SATA. 7200 RPM. Next, for a GPU gaming, he used the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1654GB GDDR6. This is the latest version. Then, this laptop has Intel UHD graphic built-in, and it can be switched with GeForce. Enter the design section. The design similar to HP Pavilion Gaming 2019. The difference is only in the sticker for the material, namely polycarbonate. But really, if you look at it, it won't look like polycarbonate, but it looks very solid. For this color, shadow black is combined with acid green in several parts of the body, such as on the keyboard and in the logo. For dimension, 36 cm long with a width of 25.6 cm and a thickness of 2.34 cm and weight at 2.3 kg with a 343 gram charger with 150 watt power. The total if carried is 2.6 kg. Then for display, using a 15.5 inch Full HD 1920 x 1090 pixel IPS panel. 144Hz is suitable for gaming, competitive gaming such as esport gaming. This is a 250 nits screen with a 45% NTSC color gamut. This laptop is intended for gaming, so it is favorite at its refresh rate. Then this laptop has an anti-glare screen, which make it comfortable that there are no disturbing reflection on the screen. It also has a micro edge display which has a thin frame layer, about 5mm on the right and left. The top is a bit thick because there is a camera on the top, and this layer cover 82% screen to body ratio. Enter in the audio section. Use two stereo speaker bank and elevation located above the keyboard, and it is facing upward. There is a grill motif here. Not only the grill, but there is a texture, there is a contour. To adjust the available B&O audio control software that can adjust the audio profile. Then we look at the connector. On the left, there is one HDMI, one USB 3.1 Gen 1, one Ethernet, one Type-C USB 3.1 Gen 1. It supports USB power and delivery, support SP, sleep and charge, and one SD card reader. On the right side, there is a 3.5mm audio combo jack with two USB 3.1 Gen 1 and one DC input for charging, of course. For wireless, he used Intel Wi-Fi AX201, then support MIUI and Gigabyte Wi-Fi and Bluetooth version 5.1. Then for the keyboard, there is a numpad button on the right. The color of the button is black. The font and edges are acid green. The backlight is green, which can be adjusted using the F5 key. For the touchpad, it's a little right from the spacebar button, but this is not a problem. Let's just test the performance without further ado. We try the Blender rendering test application by rendering 135 frames. And 510 tiles, it can take 1 minute 30 seconds. What about gaming? Let's just test it with the GTA 5 game with high setting.
Hello, my friend Lamar told me to call you. He said you...
Then we try to play Valorant with high settings.
Revealing area.
Reloading. One enemy remaining.
Battle out. Here comes the party. Enemy spotted. They will cover.
Revealing area. There they are. Oh!
My ultimate is ready.
Shot down.
One enemy remaining.
My ult is ready. Be still.
And finally, we try to test using AutoCAD 2021. The conclusion from the result of performance test is that the video display is very smooth and is also assisted by a 144Hz screen, 8GB RAM. In my opinion, this laptop will be more comfortable to use if you add 1GB RAM, so it becomes 16GB RAM. Then we discuss the performance of the battery and charger. The battery is 52.5 Wh, and we try 1080p video playback. We can spend 6 hours playing the video. It's quite okay considering the screen is 144Hz. Then GTA 5, if we play with the high resolution, it takes 1 hour remaining 28%. If we turn on the battery boost, 1 hour of play remain 34%. It's quite helpful, this battery boost. For charging time, 30 minutes of charging, we get 43%. Then to fully charge, this is pretty good. We get 130 minutes or about 2 hours 10 minutes, so this is pretty good for charging. Then for the cooling system, the 3 heat pipe cool the CPU and RAM VRM chips. The system used two fans, namely the intake from the bottom of the laptop and the exhaust on the back. There are two pieces. So, with all kind of capabilities, this laptop is priced at $1,050, including Windows 10, the official full version. For the purchase bonus, you get a 300 Gaming Pavilion mouse, then there is a 300 Pavilion Gaming backpack, and there is a Microsoft Office Home and Student 2090 if we buy about $1,026, valid permanently. Then, there is a 2 years ADP or Accidental Damage Protection warranty, an official HP warranty. I am Reza, goodbye.